справа, справа работай. Прием, все, двигай, продолжай.
Работает тяжелая!
Давай!
Идем!
Работаем!
Russian drones arrived in swarms at the enemy position. The successive attacks left the infantry no chance to escape.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
A moment of intense combat at extremely close range between a Russian drone and Ukrainian infantry. Attack FPV operators belonging to the Sever Group's 20th Regiment launched a major attack against Ukrainian armed forces personnel positioned in forested areas near the village of Volchanskie Khutori in the Kharkiv region. Zaporizhzhia Front, Orikhiv direction. The 71st Guards Regiment is destroying the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine. The enemy's attempt to hide in Orikhiv buildings has once again ended in failure. Kharkiv direction. The UAV detachment of the 11th Tank Regiment shared footage from combat operations. During aerial reconnaissance, operators spotted enemy trenches among the brick rubble. At first, everything seemed quiet and still, but shortly after, the owner of the position emerged from the trench. The enemy emerged, looked around, stood in the open air for a moment, and then dived back into the same hole. Essentially, the enemy revealed the exact location of his trench to the Russian operators. The rest was a technical matter. Coordinates were determined, the drone took off, and a few minutes later, the FPV entered the same hole. Russian FPV operators are actively continuing their night attacks every night. Infantrymen attempting to hide in the forest belt were detected by advanced cameras and highly skilled drone operators. During an aerial reconnaissance mission in the border area of the Sumy region, a Sever Group UAV operator detected and destroyed a group of Ukrainian armed forces positions near a checkpoint. Ukrainian forces' positions, which they attempted to conceal under snow, were detected and destroyed shortly thereafter using fiber optic drones. Kupiansk direction. Fine workmanship in urban development. A very difficult flight by the drone operator. He reached the enemy vehicle with very small movements and destroyed it. Two Ukrainian soldiers were spotted in the forest belt near Chasiv Yar. They are trying to slowly advance towards their positions. Their location was identified and Russian artillery moved in. Finally, a shelter where infantrymen were hiding was destroyed. Another image proving the power of Russian UAVs. Operators skillfully infiltrate between trees and capture enemies. An OVOD fiber optic missile destroyed a Ukrainian armed forces YPR-765 armored personnel carrier in Yegorovka, near Orikhovsk, in the Zaporizhzhia region. Mobile air defense units protecting the skies over Belgorod. Here is a short video showing the work of the Northern Military District's mobile air defense units. Defenders are shooting down enemy UAVs that attempt to attack civilian targets in the Belgorod region every day.
Без детонации упал. Второй. Без детонации.
Ukrainian infantry noticed the Russian FPV drone too late. This led to them being caught in the explosion. The Ukrainian Baba Yaga UAV was easily destroyed shortly after takeoff. The fighting in the Pokrovsk direction continues. Russian FPV drones are destroying more targets every day. The Ukrainian UAV operator came outside and revealed his position. The distance between the drone and the operator is 1 meter. Objective monitoring of the air attack on the Ukrainian Armed Forces air defense system in Konstantinovka. Attack on the air defense system located in the village of Pravdino in the Kherson region of Ukraine using a remotely controlled Geron missile. It has been 4 years since the heroic success of the airborne troops and military aviation during the capture of the airport in the town of Gostomel in the Kyiv region. On February 24, 2022, a fleet of Mi-8 helicopters, supported by Mi-24, Mi-35, and Ka-52 helicopters, transported tactical paratroopers from the 45th Special Forces Brigade and the 31st Airborne Assault Brigade in waves to seize the airport.
Вот он за.
601, 632.
Атака спереди.
Ukrainian infantry spotted the Russian reconnaissance drone. They realized they were being watched. However, they didn't have enough time to escape or hide. The fiber optic drone arrived, and the inevitable happened. Reconnaissance units of the Vostok Group, affiliated with the Russian armed forces, continue to destroy Baba Yaga-type heavy bombardment UAVs belonging to Ukraine in the direction of South Dnipropetrovsk. An attempt by a Ukrainian armed forces soldier to shoot down a Russian reconnaissance UAV in the area of responsibility of the Dnipro Air Force Brigade in the direction of Zaporizhzhia ended in failure. Russian Air Force destroyed Ukrainian armed forces drone launch pads near Yurchenkovo in the Kharkiv region.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
Vostok Military Intelligence Special Forces FPV operators pursued an enemy pickup truck in the direction of Dnipropetrovsk. A breathtaking chase between the drone and the pickup truck was captured on camera. Russian fighters tracked the enemy group and uncovered their temporary staging areas in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Kamikaze UAVs, FPV drones, and artillery units then intensively struck the positions. Incredible moments of excitement captured on Russian soldiers' first-person cameras. The battle between Russian soldiers and Ukrainian FPV drones. The Russian drone operator is searching for enemy infantry. The drone pilot detected enemy infantry inside this house and, performing agile maneuvers, attempted to enter the house through its open door, succeeding in doing so. Enemy infantry was detected in Konstantinovka. Coordinates were then calculated and attack drones were launched. A devastating FAB strike on the rear positions of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Operators of Zala UAVs detected equipment, tents, and warehouses belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces in the landing zone. Heavy, high-explosive aerial bombs were dropped on the identified targets. The landing zone was engulfed in bright flames. The moment a Russian FPV drone flew close to a Ukrainian armed forces soldier. Footage captured by the enemy. The Russian assault group captured 6 enemy soldiers in the Konstantinovka area. The 1st Tank Army's assault units destroyed a fortress. Russian soldiers blew up an enemy fortress by launching a simple anti-tank mine. Counter-battery warfare conducted by the 25th Army. FPV operators destroyed the enemy mortar. Radio intercepts revealed that a group of assault units from the 110th Brigade was advancing in light-wheeled vehicles. FPV drones were prepared for this purpose and immediately dispatched. As a result, the assault unit's operation was halted.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
The footage shows the powerful arrival of the FAB-3000 in the city of Konstantinovka with a large PVD-24 Omber unit belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces. A drone operator detected the movement of 2 Ukrainian infantrymen. He accelerated to catch them. Konstantinovka direction. Russian FPV drones are chasing and capturing enemy vehicles. The footage shows a pickup truck being pursued, and the drone operator captures the vehicle. On this side, infantry movement is being disrupted. An enemy infantryman, pretending to be dead, realized he was alive when he came face to face with a drone. Russian operators identified the enemy artillery's firing position in the Kupiansk direction and swiftly destroyed a rare Spanish howitzer. The fire was objectively confirmed.